Hello, welcome to Chapter 7, Business to Business Marketing. And we're going to describe the ways in which business-to-business firms segment their markets in this chapter. And then we're going to list some steps in the buying process and the buying center. All firms want to divide the market into groups of customers with different needs, wants, or characteristics who therefore might appreciate products or services geared especially toward them. On a broad level, business-to-business or B2B firms divide the market into four types: manufacturers or service providers, resellers, institutions, and government. Manufacturers and service providers purchase materials to make their products and components and offer expertise to help run their businesses, such as computer and telephone systems. Resellers are primarily wholesalers, distributors, or retailers that sell the unchanged products. Institutions include nonprofit organizations such as hospitals, schools, or churches. Finally, governments purchase all types of goods and services in the U.S. Defense is among the largest in expenditures. Similar to that is B2C buying process. This is the several stages in the need recognition, product specification, RFP process, proposal analysis, vendor negotiation and selection, order specification, and vendor performance assessment using metrics. The B2B process tends to be more formalized in structures than the customer buying process. The roles within the buying center. The initiator first suggests the purchase. The influencer affects important people's perceptions and final decisions. The decider ultimately determines at least some of the buying decision, whether, what, how, or where to buy. The buyer handles the details of the actual purchase. The user consumes or employs the product or service. The gatekeeper controls information and access to decision makers and influencers. In B2B situations, it is likely that several people organized into a buying center will be involved in making the purchase decision. The vendor must understand the relationships among the participants of the buying center to be effective. A firm's organizational culture can also influence the decision process. For instance, if a firm is trying to sell a young, high-tech computer component manufacturer, it might be well advised to send salespeople who are fluent in technology speak and can easily relate to the customer. The different types of organizational cultures. A firm culture consists of unspoken guidelines that employees share through various work situations. They generally can be classified as autocratic, in which one person makes most decisions, democratic, where the majority rules, consultative, in which one person makes decisions based on the input of others, or consensus, which requires all members of the team to reach collective agreement. The buyer price process depends to a great extent on the situation. If a firm is purchasing a product or service for the first time, a new buy, the process is much more involved than if it's engaging in a straight rebuy of the same item again, such as staples or paper clips. A modified rebuy falls somewhere in the middle, such that the buyer wants essentially the same thing, but with slightly different terms or features. They're all very important buying situations. And of course, we want to get our customers to get used to us and get into a straight rebuy.